Hi, I'm Gracie from Backstage Features. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Good. It is so nice to talk to you. I'm such a huge fan, but I want to say congratulations on The Night Agent. What has that been like for you kind of building up to this release? Because I know you've been really busy lately.
Yeah, and that's been a very good thing. I I would love for everything to be spaced out a little bit more, but I'll take it in whatever form it comes in. I had never worked in this genre before, and when Sean Ryan reached out and invited me to be a part of his show, it was a very easy yes. One, I was already a fan of Sean Ryan and was familiar with his previous work, and was curious to see what it would be like to work with him. And I read the book that The Night Agent is based off of. Sean did veer from it quite a bit. And when I talked to him early on, I asked him why and what he wanted to do with the show and what did he want to say with it. And one of the answers that he gave really stood out to me. And it was something that I continued to think about as we were shooting the show. Uh, and I wouldn't have thought this because it's a political thriller, but Sean said that he wanted to explore the professional relationships between men and women,
Oh,
and yeah, and how all of the different forms that comes in. And I think you see it with definitely with my character and everybody that she works with, but also with the Secret Service agents and with our two young leads. And I thought that was a really interesting thing to question, to always have in the back of our brains as we were working on the show. So it was, yes, a very uh, exciting invitation to get to be a part of this action-packed political thriller. But then there was also the heart of the show and the deeper questions that I found really interesting.
yeah, definitely. And as you said, your character is very complex and she will do anything to save her boss and also secure her job. I'm wondering, do you have a craziest audition experience where you've gone that extra push to secure your job?
Um, no, I think I think that's where you go wrong, right?
You never know. It could
Is
work.
when you push it, is when you push it. I mean, I definitely have heard of stories where somebody comes in completely dressed in a costume or is already completely in character when they enter the room. I have never. I don't know if I guess I've just not been ballsy enough to do that type of thing. I save it for first day of work.
Yeah, right when you walk in, you bring it all. But if you could describe this series as a whole in three words, what would they be?
It would be intense and thrilling and uh, energetic. I'm so impressed by by Gabe and Luciani, how much running around they had to do. I'm like, thank goodness I was mostly in an office because I don't think the cartilage in my knees would allow me to do the type of stuff that they do on the show.
Fair enough. And my last question for you. Obviously, this was based off a book, as you said, but what do you hope that fans take from this rendition of it since it's not completely on track with the book?
Uh, I thought it was really interesting that we have a female president on the show. I loved getting to imagine that during our shoot, and hopefully, it prepares us for when that day finally comes. I also really loved that a lot of the writers on our show it was sort of like their first time getting staffed on a show like this, and then also the first time some of them got to step into that writer producer role. And Sean Ryan is a big believer in having writers have that experience on set talking to actors and the different department heads. And I think that's really wonderful because we're having this whole conversation right now about how to be more inclusive in this industry and what that looks like and how do we get there. And I think that Night Agent and everything that they did is a perfect example of that. It's Sean Ryan, a person who's had a tremendous amount of success in his career and a lot of experience, extending that goodwill to newer people and giving them that experience and also that mentorship, sort of like my relationship with Gabe's character on the show.
Yeah, definitely. Well, congratulations on everything again, and thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Good talking to you.